If you are looking to improve your leg strength but don't know where to start, well then keep watching. I want to give you 5 at-home leg strength exercises that you can get started with today without any equipment. Hey there, it's Jack and Ollie, and as physiotherapists who work exclusively with adults 55 plus, we see the detrimental effect that having poor leg strength has on one's life.
And on the flip side, we've seen people who have committed to strength training and are now reaping the rewards of increased leg strength and better quality of life. Leg strength is great for things like getting up from the ground, squatting down in the garden, and walking up the stairs with your shopping.
So if you want to be stronger in all of these movements and more, well then keep watching for these 5 at-home leg exercises. Okay, the first exercise is a slow squat. Now, whenever you're squatting, you just pick a stance which is right and comfortable for you. So that might be more of a narrow squat. That might be a wider stance squat with your toes turned out. Play around with it. Okay, so the slow squat is going down slowly, as the name suggests, and coming up at that normal pace. So around 3 seconds, coming up just like that. And because we're slowing the movement down, we spend more time in this challenging position. To make that even harder, we can go down to the bottom of our squat and pause for 2 seconds before coming up. 3, 2, 1, and a 1, 2, pause before coming up. And this is going to strengthen our quads here, which is going to be perfect for hopping out of a chair, but also things like getting up from the ground. Try that for 3 sets of 10 to 20 repetitions.
Okay, for exercise 2, we're going to do a heel raise, which is great for challenging the calf muscles, the gastrocnemius up here, and also the soleus muscle that lies underneath it. So, standing next to a chair for some balance, your fingertips resting on the chair so you're not leaning all your body weight onto it. Fingertips resting, coming all the way up onto your toes as high as you can, like a ballerina, and then slowly lower your heels back to the floor. And up and lower back down with control. And you'll feel that one working in those calf muscles. Now, if you're handling that really easily for 15 to 20 repetitions, you can make it harder by going onto one leg like this, still just using the fingertips for balance. And that's just doubled the amount of weight that the calf is having to lift there. Now, this is a great one, as I said, for the calves, but also challenging the foot muscles, which means it's a good exercise for translating over to your walking and running performance. So give that one a go. 3 sets, 15 to 20 repetitions.
Right, the third exercise is the side leg raise. This is nice and simple. You want to start, for the easier version, with a chair or a bench next to you for some support. Okay, we are simply going to lift this leg off the ground and raise it out to the side, hence the side leg raise. Now you'll really start to feel this one in your glutes here, maybe even down the side of your leg. Okay, that is going to be the easier version. And by the way, you might also feel this in the standing leg. Key tip is to keep our toes facing forward, so we don't want to turn our toes out. It'll work slightly different muscles with that one. We want to keep our toes facing forward as we lift out to the side. Okay, to get a little bit more 80s aerobics into your life, we're going to jump down to the ground and do a lying version. This is generally going to be harder because we're working a bit more against gravity. Okay, you can bend the bottom leg if you want, and we're going to do the same thing, but lying down, keeping those toes pointing forward. Just like that. And I can really feel that in my bottom muscles or the side pocket muscles there. Wow. So you can try that one for 3 sets of 10 to 20 repetitions.
Okay, exercise number 4 is the split squat. This is a great one for building the thigh and gluteal strength, as well as that capacity to get up from the floor. Now, to start with, I'm going to stand next to a chair for a bit of balance. I'm going to take a big step forward, so I end up in this position. Front foot is flat, back foot, I'm up on my toe, and then all I'm doing is dropping the back knee down towards the floor like this. Now you can see I've just gone halfway down there, which is a fine starting point, or you could even do less than that to begin with. But over time, as you develop leg strength, what we want to do is aim to get that knee all the way down to a cushion on the ground, because obviously that's the best way to practice getting up from the floor and building that capacity. Okay, so for this one, we're going to start with 8 to 15 repetitions on each leg for 3 sets. And if you've got a friend or a family member who'd benefit from some extra leg strength, make sure you share this video with them.
All right, the fifth and final exercise is going to be a glute bridge up on our heels. So all I'm going to do is lie flat. I'm going to put my feet just around that angle, not straight, a little bit bent up on my heels, as you can see there. Really simple. I'm going to lift my hips to the ceiling. And because I'm not flat-footed, I'm on my heels and a little bit more extended, I can feel this a little bit more in my hamstrings as opposed to my bottom muscles, although I am still working them. So this is a great exercise for working all the muscles on the backs of our legs. There you go. Now, to make that harder, all we're going to do is grab a chair, bring that in, and chuck our heels up there. Once again, lifting our hips to the ceiling. Whoa, and that becomes a little bit harder because we're actually increasing the range of movement in this exercise. Okay, so lifting our hips to the ceiling. You can put your hands there, behind your head, wherever feels most comfortable for you. So give that one a go. You can do 3 sets of 10 to 20 repetitions. Whoa, those were some pretty challenging leg exercises, weren't they?
Very tough. So let us know which one you found the toughest by commenting below this video.